But let's just sit up nice and tall and turn your palms to face up. Connect your thumbs and index fingers. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. And one of the best ways to center or find balance, to reconnect, is just through breath. So we'll play and explore and learn a lot of different breath techniques tonight, woven into movement. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide and exhale. Inhale through your nose. And exhale. Inhale again. Exhale. And you can keep breathing like this, so just in and out through your nose, or move to something called Nadi Shodhana, or alternate nostril breathing, where you take your peace fingers and place your peace fingers between your eyebrows. And then lay your thumb on your right nostril. I'm using my right hand. Lay your thumb on your right nostril and the other two fingers over your left nostril. Breathe in through both nostrils so your spine is really, really long and tall. Exhale through your mouth and soften. Now plug your right nostril with your right thumb. Inhale through your left nostril. Inhale. Plug both nostrils. Hold your breath. So you pause here. And now release your right nostril and exhale through your right nostril. Inhale through your right nostril. Inhale, right side. Plug both nostrils, hold your breath. Exhale through your left nostril. Inhale, left. Pause, squeeze both nostrils. Exhale, right. Inhale through your right nostril. 3, 2, 1. Plug your nose. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, left. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, left. 3, 2, 1. Plug your nose. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, right. 3, 2, 1. Keep going. Alternate nostril breathing. Keep going at your own pace. And if there's space, you might make each inhale and exhale longer. So it could be 3 count or 4 count. Try to keep your shoulders soft, your chest soft. And imagine that in breathing this way, you're starting to balance out the energy of the left side of your body, which is your feminine energy, and the right side of your body, which is your masculine energy. So left side is yin, right side is yang. The next time you breathe out through your left nostril, wait until you breathe out through your left nostril, then place both palms down on your thighs, close your eyes, and start to breathe naturally again, in and out through your nose. Bring your hands together at your heart now. Bow your head into your hands and set an intention about balance. So think about what you might need to feel balanced, what you might need to let go of to feel balanced. And really imagine the scales of your life and consider where you can take things off to feel a little more level. What you can add on to feel a little more level. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide and exhale. Good. Blink open your eyes. And right away, inhale, open your arms wide out to either side. And now take your right arm underneath your left arm and give yourself a hug. And then start to slow dance with yourself. Just move your body around. Maybe move your head around. Notice how this feels. Sit back up tall again. Open your arms wide. Other side, take your left arm under your right arm. Give yourself a hug. Really walk your fingertips back, like right into your shoulder blades, and start to move a little bit here. You might feel a lot of tightness if you've been sitting all day. Good. Open your arms up wide again. Take a big breath in. Exhale, scoop your right arm onto your left arm. This time, try to tack the backs of your hands or maybe the fronts of your hands together. Reach your fingers up, tuck your chin in, and then fold in, fold in. Feel that heart compress and your spine flex. Stay there, breathe. Unwind, lift your chest up, reach your fingers up, unwrap your arms. This time take them out to the side and then all the way to the sky. And now lower your hands down alongside your body again. Scoop your left arm under your right arm. Really wander your fingers back, so get them digging right into your shoulder blades. And place the backs of your hands or maybe the fronts of your hands together. Lift your fingers up, tuck your chin down, round your spine, roll in, breathe into your upper back. Good, and then unwrap, unwind, take your arms out from underneath of you, scoop them right up towards the ceiling, all the way up. Now slowly lower just your left hand down, keep reaching your right arm up and over, take a big side body stretch. Stretch those top fingers even further, soften your bottom shoulder. Good. Push down through both sit bones or reach even deeper. Take a big breath in. Stay here as you exhale. And now inhale, lift the whole body up and tilt over to the other side. Actively reach your top arm away as you push your bottom hip down. In fact, both hips are really rooting here, not lifting. Drop your lower shoulder, reach your top arm, breathe in. Look down as you breathe out. Good. Inhale, lift everything back up. Take your hands, place your hands onto your shoulders and start to roll your elbows around. Roll your elbows around in these big, big circles 3 times in each direction. Listen to the sounds that your shoulders are making. Good. And then turn your body around, and if you have blocks, you can use blocks. If you have a blanket, you can use a blanket. But can you sit right back up on your heels? Sit right back up on your heels. Good. Take your hands, lift your hands up, make fists with your hands, and start to wave those fists around. In one direction first, and then go ahead and wave your fists around into the other direction. And now take your hands, place them behind your back, interlace your hands behind your back, squeeze your shoulder blades together, lift your heart and your chest up, look up. And as you exhale, carefully, cautiously, can you hinge forward, let your bum lift away from your thighs? Can you place the crown of your head on the floor and flow your hands up overhead? Maybe not. Good, and then lower your hands down beside you, drop the tops of your feet onto the floor, straighten out your head and reach your arms back behind you. You're in a little turtle shell pose here. 5 breaths. Slowly unwrap your body, lift it up. Separate your knees, so you're still sitting back on your heels, and you can readjust, lifting your tailbone up, and walk your hands back behind you. They might come back just a few inches. You might come right down onto your elbows. Maybe the top of your head falls to the floor, but that's a pretty big back bend and quad stretch to start, so just take your time here. Inhale. As you exhale, the unwinding is slow. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. Walk your hands in towards your body. And now walk your hands forward. Take your legs back. Take your legs back and float right away into a downward facing dog. And when you get there, just flush it out by bending into one knee and then the next. Good. Look forward, step your right foot between your hands and drop down onto your back knee. Place a little blanket under it if it's sensitive. Walk both hands to the inside of your right foot. This is lizard pose. And your palms can be flat on the floor. They could be on a block, a stack of blankets, or you might come down onto your elbows. Drag the weight off the base of that kneecap, getting onto the top of the patella, and then if you'd like, you can roll onto the outside edge of your right foot. So the trigger, the target changes from that left quad to the right inner groin, depending what you do with your right foot. Just notice what happens and choose your own adventure there. And take one more deep breath in. Exhale where you are, and then after that exhale, press your hands into the floor. Lift your hips up, straighten your right leg, reach your right toes up, and just fold your torso over that right thigh, letting your hips sink back towards your heel by any amount. Breathe here. Good. Walk your hands forward. Pull that right leg all the way back to where it started and just wiggle out your spine. So not necessarily a cat-cow, or just like a mash-up. Just move your back, move your body, shift and wiggle things out. And when you're ready, take your left foot forward, stay down on that right knee, and bring your hands to the inside of your left foot. Inhale to lengthen and choose if you wish to stay here or sink down onto your elbows as you exhale. Spend the first few breaths right here before changing the weight bearing onto the ball or onto the outside edge of your left foot. Just notice all the different sensations you're feeling. Good, and then walk your hands back up to straight. Walk your hands halfway down your mat, lift up your left toes and fold right over your left leg. Take a breath in there. And take a breath out. Sink your weight into your left foot, flex your right foot, lift up and back, find downward facing dog, and just walk out both feet. Drop your knees back down onto the floor so you return to all fours. Good. And then take your right leg and step your right leg out towards the right. Stand your body up. Lift both arms up. And take your right hand down your right leg, reach over towards the right. This is called gate pose. I'll show you from a different perspective so you can see how this is looking in your body. The pubic bone pushes forward, you're lengthening through that left side of your body and sinking down towards the right. Good, one more breath in here. And as you exhale, can you hinge your body back towards center, but keep going. Take your left hand down onto the floor. You can readjust so that left leg is right under your hip and reach your right arm up, maybe reach your right leg up. Good. So now you're in this kind of side plank variation. Big breath comes in. Exhale, bend into your right knee, come back through center, take both arms to lift up. Interlace your hands behind your back, plug your shoulder blades together, lift your heart, lift your chest, look up. And as you exhale, release your hands, step your left foot out to the side. Take both arms up overhead and tilt over towards the left. Let your left hand go, falling down your left leg, or reach that right arm up overhead. Take a cycle of breath here. Think about dragging your pubic bone forward. The exhale sinks you down a titch more. And then inhale, pull your body back up. Keep going past center. Take your right hand down onto the floor. Lift up your left leg. Lift up your left arm. Find a little core tightening or strengthening here. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, bend into that left knee. Come back through center. Take your arms, reach your arms up. I'll just turn so you can see. And then take your hands directly to your lower back. Loop your shoulder blades back. Pull your pubic bone up. Lift your heart and your chest to lean back into Ustrasana or camel pose. And if this is hurting your knees, prop blankets or bolsters, whatever kind of cushioning you have underneath of them. Feel the lift across your chest, across your collarbone. And then slowly sink your hips down onto your heels, tops of your feet flat on the floor. Turn your palms flat on your thighs, close your eyes, take a big breath in. Open your mouth wide and exhale. Inhale, lift up again. This time you can stay as you are or bend, not bend, but flex your feet and walk your hands down towards your heels. Lifting your pubic bone up, squeeze your butt cheeks together, push your pelvis forward, open across your chest, look forward and breathe here for 5 breaths. 4, keep working that pubic bone forward. 3, think about lengthen your upper back. 2, engage your quads. And on 1, slowly unwind, walk your hands up your back. Drop the tops of your feet down onto the floor, sink your hips onto your heels, and plant your hands flat onto your legs. Take a breath in. Exhale completely. Slide your hands forward onto the floor, flex your feet. Take this really slowly as you push up into down dog. You've had some impact on your knee joint here. Good. Inhale where you are. Open your mouth wide and exhale. And now look forward, just step your left foot forward. Walk your hands all the way to face the right long edge of your mat. Turn both toes to face the right long edge of your mat. And inhale, lift up halfway. As you exhale, fold down. You're in a wide-legged forward fold. Let your head dangle in space here. Let your head dangle in space. Pull your kneecaps up towards your thighs. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, bend into your left knee. Bend into your left knee and lift up your right toes. Inch your hands over towards that left leg, that bent leg. Maybe take your hands up off the floor. Finding center even when you're thrown off center. 3 breaths here. 2. On 1, grip the floor with your hands. Hover your hips over to the other side, so opposite direction. Lift up the lengthened legs, toes, so my left toes are reaching for the sky. And then maybe come onto your tippy fingers. Maybe your hands come off the floor. For 3, 2, and 1. Really good. Walk your hands back through center. Lift your hips high again. And this time as you fold forward, if you don't have socks on like I do, you can take your peace and love fingers around your big toes, bent at your elbows, and then squish down through your fingers and lengthen through your spine. Lower, lower, lower for 3, 2, and 1. 1. Good. Walk your hands forward, bend into that left knee, walk your hands all the way to the top of your yoga mat, and now step forward with both feet. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale to just dangle here in space. Good. Bend into your knees. Come all the way up to standing. Take your hands just to your heart to start. Breathe there. Brilliant. And now reach both arms up overhead. Interlace your hands like you have the Charlie's Angels hands and stretch over to one side. You pick whatever direction. That same cue of gripping through your buttocks, pushing your pubic bone forward, and then dropping down will be activated here. 3 deep breaths. If that's hurting your shoulders, just take your hands to the back of your head and focus on the side bend. Good. Pull it up through center. Shift your hips to the opposite direction that your arms are going. Think about activating the legs so you're not passive in this pose. Take 3, 2, and 1. Brilliant. Pull it all back up. Lower your hands down. And from standing, take 3 big shoulder rolls in each direction. Good. From the top of your yoga mat, can you step your right foot all the way back, open your arms wide, and settle into a warrior lunge? Really, really fluid today. Right away, straighten your legs and your arms, and then sink back down into your warrior lunge. Lengthen, open, and come right back down. Good. Keep tracking your front knee over your third toe as you do this. And move your arms like butterfly wings. Try to find some softness here. Even if the body feels like old and creaky and cranky, that's how my body feels these days. But I had a teacher once, a yoga teacher. She was like just, I don't even think she was human, the way she wandered about life. But she always said that when you're moving, she was a ballerina at one point, to imagine that you had little droplets of water on the edges of your fingers that were really slowly like falling off. And that was how they taught people to be graceful when they did ballet. So imagine you have little droplets of water slowly just dropping off your fingertips. Keep going. You might be feeling this work in your arms now. Good. The next time you come down, pause there. Take your back hand down your back thigh. Lift your top arm up and overhead. Inhale. And as you exhale, come forward, straighten your front leg right away, and take Trikonasana, triangle pose. Good. Push through your feet, lift up, bend into that front knee. Take your back hand down your back thigh, top arm lifts up overhead. And now as you come forward, straighten both legs. This is really slow. Sink into Trikonasana. Again, lift up, bend into your front knee, back hand floats down your back leg, top arm lifts up and over. And now we'll hold in triangle pose, not for long. Hold in triangle pose, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, reach your right fingers forward, reach your left fingers forward, plant them both beneath your shoulders, and just lift your right leg up really, really high. So don't lift up your hands. In fact, let your head hang super heavy. Reach your right leg up really, really high. And now try this. Can you bend your right knee, bend your left knee, and tuck your right leg, your right knee to the outside of your left foot. Sit down. Sit down with your left leg bent over your right leg, which is also bent. You can straighten your right leg if that hurts the knee joint. But you've landed, I'll take off my socks. You've landed in a shape that preps you for a seated spinal twist, right? Take a breath in, lengthen through your spine. And now rotate towards the left. Place your right elbow across your left thigh. Flatten your palm and turn your gaze back behind you. Breathe in here, push down through your left big toe mound. Breathe out, twist even deeper. Good. Breathe in, come back through neutral. Take a counter twist. And then as you return back to center again, you could stay here or try to walk. I'll give you two options, okay? Option one is shoelace, so your knees are starting to stack over one another and maybe you're folding forward. Option two is called square pose. And the adjustment here is to take that right leg a little wider and just set your left ankle on your right thigh, and then place your right ankle under your left leg. So depending on your bone structure, one or maybe none of these will feel nice in your body, but see if you can find somewhere that gives you a stretch into your outer hip. That's the target area here. And then take 5 breaths wherever that place is. Nice work. Lift up. Walk your hands back, lean back, and take your right foot down onto the floor in front of you. Manually adjust your left leg. So now your left ankle is across your right thigh. And in fact, let's come right down onto our backs. Interlace our hands in front of our right thigh or right shin. If you have knee issues, keep it on the thigh. Flex your left foot a little more and nestle into a thread the needle shape. 5 breaths here. Good. A simple shift. Just cross your left leg all the way over your right leg, and if it's available to you, wrap your arms in front of your legs. So you're in this cross-legged bound shape. Maybe rock your weight from side to side. A few breaths here. Nice job. Unwrap your legs. Take your feet flat onto the ground, just in front of your buttocks. Place your hands flat on the floor. Inhale, lift your hips up. And exhale, lower your hips right back down. Inhale, lift your hips up. Exhale, lower your hips down. Next time, inhale, lift your hips up. Interlace your hands under your back. Hold here and breathe here. And just like all those back bends we did, you're still in a back bend, so squeeze your glutes together, engage your quads, lengthen. So find a vertical length in the spine. Tuck your chin into your chest. Take one more breath in. Good. Exhale, sink your spine down, hug your knees into your chest, and just rock side to side first. And if you don't like rolling up really quickly, you can roll over to the side to come back up onto our feet. Otherwise, take your hands behind your thighs and start to rock and roll your body 1, 2, 3 times, all the way up and back into a downward facing dog. When you get there, take a big breath in. Open your mouth wide and exhale. Good. Step your right foot forward. Turn your right toes to face the left long edge of your yoga mat. Turn your left toes to face the long edge and then fold forward. Let your head hang heavy here. Good. Let your head hang so heavy as you walk your hands back by any amount towards your heels. Lean the weight into the balls of your feet. If you want to practice a headstand, it's a great place to go there. Good. Otherwise, take your hand, your right hand to the center of your yoga mat. Lift your left arm all the way up to the sky. Look up towards that left hand, but keep both legs engaged, both kneecaps lifting. And now drop that left hand down. Pick up your right hand, switch sides. Good. Lower your right hand down. Hinge your body forward one more time. Bend into your right knee. Walk your hands forward, forward, forward. Good. Push into that right foot. Lift all the way up, warrior two. Your right knee is bent. Press into your feet. Straighten your legs. Straighten your arms. Look up. Sink it back down. Lots of time here. Think about those water droplets, those butterfly wings. This is yin energy, right? There's this really, archaic notion of the feminine as being soft and supple, nimble. And let's just call it yin instead of feminine. Can you find a softness in this movement? Letting it feel fluid. Maybe making it bigger or changing it so it really works. Some good release into your arms, your shoulders, your hips. Notice how you're breathing in this movement. And take away some of the rules as you bounce up and down here for a few more repetitions. Good. The next time that leg falls over the ankle, pause. Take your back hand down your back thigh. Reach your top arm up and over. And now come forward, straighten your front leg, tilt forward into a very brief triangle pose because you'll push right into your feet, bend into that front knee and sink back again. And again, forward through triangle, Trikonasana. And send it back through this exalted warrior shape. Good. One more time. Back and forth, and then after that we will come into triangle pose and just linger, just marinate for a few moments. Breathe, reach, stretch, kick that left foot into the floor, pull your right inner thigh up and back, and now cartwheel your left hand forward, bend into your right knee, place your hands beneath your shoulders. Sink your chest towards your thighs and let your head hang heavy. Lift up your left leg. Standing split. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, bend into your right knee and your left knee and tuck your left foot to the outside of your right foot, your left knee to the outside of your right foot. Renegotiate that shape. So take some time to set up your in a seated spinal twist. Both legs are bent. Your right foot is on the floor on the outside of your left thigh. Your left leg can be bent or straight. Once you've sorted that out, take your right hand behind you, bend your left arm, and push your left elbow into your right thigh. Turn your gaze back. Breathe here. Good. Unwrap, unwind. Take it all the way around in the opposite direction. And then heel toe your right foot by any amount if you're taking shoelace pose, so those knees start to stack. And you can fold forward here, targeting the outer right hip. And you're trying to find sensation in that outer right hip. A second variation called square pose, you can pull the left shin forward, place the right ankle on the left thigh, and then maybe walk forward by any amount. Either variation, you get 5 breaths. Good, lift it all up. Lift it all up, walk your elbows back. flex your right foot, keep that right ankle on your left thigh, and then drape your whole spine down onto the floor. Maybe you interlace your hands in front of or behind that leg. Breathe here, thread the needle. Unwrap your hands, push your right thigh over your left thigh. So now your legs are in a crisscross position. Wrap your hands in front of your shins and you can stay still or maybe get a little mobile here. Just 3 breaths. Brilliant. Unwrap your legs. You can shake them out a little bit. Place your feet flat on the floor. If you have a big ponytail in your hair, take it out, please. I'll show you 3 variations for the next set of poses. So this would be your peak pose. You've done lots of back bending and quad opening. Option 1, keep it chill. Lift your pelvis up, interlace your hands under your back, and linger here in bridge pose. Okay, so try that out, see how it feels. Maybe it's where you stay. Option 2, take your arms, reach them up towards the ceiling, flat palms like you're putting handprints on the ceiling, and then bend at your elbows until those flat palms settle beside your ears. Your fingers are facing in towards your shoulders. Firm your feet flat on the floor, come up onto the crown of your head. Work here, pushing into your hands and into your feet. Option 3, press into your hands, lift your hips up and push your chest back towards your hands. You're in full wheel. You can play with your tippy toes here, whatever feels nice. 5 breaths wherever you end up going. 4, 3, 2, on 1, gradually unravel that shape. Tuck your chin into your chest, lay your spine flat, take your feet mat distance apart, let your knees cave into one another, and melt your hands onto your belly. Back bending can be so invigorating, so centering. Good, take 1 more deep breath in here. Exhale, find a nearby wall. Rotate your body around and stick your legs right up the wall. The closer you are to the wall, the more active this will be through your hamstrings. The further away, the more restorative. If you want to keep your legs wide, that's okay too. But take this first minute with your legs straight up in front of you. And just start to feel the unwinding or the decompression from the soles of your feet down through your legs and your hips. If your shoulders, neck, and head feel uncomfortable, tuck a little pillow under your head so your chin draws in slightly. And now close your eyes and let the pose take charge, take the lead. You don't have to do anything. Just accept and surrender. Keep softening your jaw, releasing the biting surfaces of your teeth. I will pull you out of this shape when the time comes. So can you let go of control a little more? Just a little more. You can decide if you'd like to close your practice here, or if you prefer to come down flat on your back, just move really, really slow. Like slower than you want to. Slide your legs down the wall. Roll over to one side, and just like you'd snuggle and shift in your bed at night, roll your body flat down onto your back. Extend both your arms and your legs. Close your eyes. Continue to deepen that state of rest without trying to change or control any of it. Can you just let go? Take a deep, deep breath in through your nose. And a big exhale out through your mouth. And wherever you are, just start to move your fingers and your toes, even rock your head side to side. And then slowly, slowly slide your knees in towards your body. Roll your weight over to one side and push yourself all the way up to sit. Pause when you find your seat. Take your peace and love fingers, place them in the space between your eyebrows. Settle your thumb against your right nostril and those other two fingers against your left nostril. Inhale through both nostrils. Exhale. Plug your right nostril. Inhale through your left nostril. Plug both nostrils. Exhale through your right nostril. Inhale right side. Hold your breath. Exhale left side. Inhale left side. Hold your breath. Exhale right side. Inhale right side. Hold your breath. Exhale left side. Slide both hands down onto your thighs, palms face down. Close your eyes and breathe in and out through both nostrils. Think about the scales of your life right now. Do they feel balanced? Or is something weighing, pulling you off balance? Are there things that you can remove that are pulling you off balance, or things that you can add in that will help you find balance? Can you literally take a moment and visualize those scales with little bowls filling up or being emptied of these things? More yoga, less cell phone screen time. More intimacy, more nourishing foods, more water, less self-doubt, less fear, less frenzy. In your mind's eye, can you balance out your scale? Take a long, deep breath in through your nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Connect your hands at heart center. Bow your head into your hands. Thank you for your practice. Always, always, always. Namaste.